Dear learners, welcome to today's session. Today is the third class of BSOC 132. I do hope you all are enjoying the online counseling session that taken by the Dr. Manas Dakwa. I must thanks to Dr. Manas Dakwa and I welcome to Dr. Manas to today's session. No doubt, I mean, we all are very panic situation because of this corona. It's created a lot of tension among us. It's very tough to go out. It's not like a general time. Because what will happen that nobody knows. So that's why it's created a lot of chaos upon us because it's a very critical juncture you're passing. So I just request to all the learners, stay safe, stay home and stay healthy. In true sense, this pandemic also taught so many new things to us. No doubt this disease is new for us. So because of this, we learned a lot of new. Because the social distancing, you can say, how to stay isolated to among yourself, how to confine to stay in the home. These all are the new thing for us. Because it's a very tough time and it's a very difficult period to one person to just lock down in a one room and tell them you just stay home. It's very difficult task. Whatever things is taught us how to work staying in the home because people were going to the office and working and staying in the office. You are doing much more work than going to the office. So it's not like that. Just you are sitting ideally. No doubt you're putting a lot of efforts on that. And the true sense, this digital learning, you can say, and or this through this Google platform, the online counseling classes, what you're organizing, it's really, I mean, just gave the bridge, and it's one kind of academic input regarding your assignment or student support service or whatever the kind of problem our learners are facing. We are not feeling that our learners are isolated because they are not visited to study center. It's altogether different issue. Still I request to all of you, if you know your friends, tell them the online counseling class is going on. Kindly do join in more numbers. So with these words, once again, I just welcome you. So, today's session and request to all the learners kindly write your enrollment number and name in the chat box. With these words, I welcome you, sir, and I hand over the session to Dr. Manas.
So, good morning, learners. So, today we'll start block 3 about social institutions in India. As I many times repeated, that society consists of many institutions. Society is a web of relationship, but there is a network between different institutions. So, various institutions are there, like economic, political, religious, educational, and the most important is social institutions. So, social institutions are the important part of the society. So without social institution, it is not possible to form a society. So today we'll discuss about what are the social institutions, particularly in India. So generally, institutions means what? Now these are some of the systematic regulated bodies which controls the society and the behavior. So what are the social institutions? So major social institutions are, today we'll discuss about family, about marriage, about kinship, and finally we'll discuss about religion. So today we'll discuss two institutions. One is social institutions and another is religious institutions. So what are the importance of these institutions in society? Why we need family? Why there is marriage in the society? What is the importance of kinship? And what is the role of religion in human life? So today we'll discuss. So we'll start with one most important institution, that is family institution. Family is the important part. Why? Because the society. So then we'll discuss of what is a family. So family means what? The family consists of husband, wife, their children, and the relatives. So particularly in India, we found joint family. So various type of families are there. We will discuss. But first, in case of India, so joint family is dominated in India. So today we'll discuss about what is joint family, what are the features of joint family, what are the functions of joint family, and what are the changes in joint family system. So before that, we will start with the family, general family. So what are the features of a family? Means first feature is what? It is or nature you can say it's universal in nature. So family is a universal institution. Everywhere in the world, we found family in different forms. So it's vary from place to place. So for example, there are some joint families, particularly in India. In other countries, nuclear families are there. So various type of families are. So in general, if we discuss about the types of family, so on the basis of different criteria, there are some families are there. Okay. So for example, types on the basis of authority. First, on the basis of authority, we know ଆମେ ଜାଣିଛେ ଯେ just family କହିଲେ ଆମେ ଦି ପ୍ରକାର ଭାବୁଛେ joint family ଆଉ nuclear family. Okay. But in sociology, there are many families, many classifications are there.
Learners, just wait. Huh? Sir has left the meeting. I mean, again, he will join. Wait for a moment. I mean, do you have any problem? I mean, regarding class or anything? Do you have any problem, students? किसी का problem ଅଛି କି? Am I audible, students? Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Just wait. Huh? I'm asking to sorry. WhatsApp. Double tap to open. Got contacts. Double tap to open. Section X B selected. W X Y C Y X W B selected. Search field groups button. Section W selected. B U T S R Q P O N N L K J I H selected. I selected. J select K selected. L selected. N selected. Many BBSR. Many JN. Not Rogers. Mahendra. Mahendra. Managed. 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 Malay Peak. Volunteer. Memory. Memory Fatima. Memory. Memory code. Memory. Windows code. Windows JNU. Windows code. Windows code. Actions available. कार किसी मान स्टूडेंट्स आपण मान किसी प्रॉब्लम अछि रिगार्डिंग एनी इश्यूज मीन एज लॉन्ग एज सर हैज नॉट जॉइन यू कैन आस्क टू मी regarding any kind of issues. Message button. Windows code. Swipe up or down to select message. Call button. Video.
Hello.
हाँ सर.
Oh, sir, due to net problem, the problem is there.
ठीक है जी, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, okay, okay. So learners, we are discussing about family. So family's first feature is family is universal in nature. So everyone found family, okay, in different forms. But in particularly in India, in case of India, because this paper is sociology of India. So in India, we have various type of families are there. So first family is what? Now on the basis of authority, there is patrilineal, patriarchy, and matriarchy. So authority means what? A dominant figure. So those families are dominated or headed by male member that is known as patriarchy or patriarchal families. And those families are dominated and headed by mother or woman that is known as matriarchy. Okay. So this is a form of this is on the basis of authority family is there. Another is what now on the basis of location. Okay, on the basis of locations also two types, patrilocal and matrilocal. So patrilocal and matrilocal means what? Now patrilocal means after the marriage, the new couples when they live in father's house. After marriage ରେ ଯେତେବେଳେ newly couple ଯେତେବେଳେ father ଙ୍କ ଘରେ ରୁହନ୍ତି ତାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ patrilocal. If the if the newly couple after marriage if they live in mother's house, then that is known as matrilocal. So this on the basis of locality. Okay, on the basis of location. Then another type of family is what? Now on the basis of size. So on the basis of size, two families are there. One is joint family, another is nuclear family. Because in joint family, there are more members, but in nuclear family, less numbers. Similarly, on the basis of descent or lineage, so that is known as patrilineage, matrilineage, means inheritance of property or our identity that is transferred through father lines and patrilineal, and when it's transferred through mother line that is known as matrilineal. Okay. So in this way, various form of families are found in India and other part also. So one feature is universal in nature. So family is universal. Next is what? Now another feature of family is what? Now financial provisions. Why we form family? Okay. So not only families for means the part of the member, but also financial provisions family here. Because a family is it is not possible to run without financial provision. Then family is limited in size. Okay, limited in size means that doesn't mean it's consist of 50, 60, not like that. In joint family, it's maybe around 10 to 15. Okay, in nuclear family, it's around 2 to 3. So the size of the family is very small. Then emotional basis. One common feature of family throughout the world is emotional basis. Means we are attached with each other. There is personal relations. We are the part of the society. Okay. I mean, because society is a web of social relations, a network of social relations. So ଆମେ society ରେ ଅଛେ ଆମେ different relations, different ଲୋକଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଆମେ relation ରହୁଛି. But the close relation is always with the family. So family members are our personal relations. So there is personal relations, intimate relations, and another most thing is face-to-face relations. Okay. So now we have many relations. Okay. Suppose in social media, in in society or in community, but in family there is intimate relations or close relations. Then is social regulation. Another important feature of family is social regulation. Social regulation means what? Now in family there are some restrictions are there. Okay. because without restriction it is not possible to run a family. So why there is a head in the family? Because he will control the behavior of the other members. So social restriction is there. What to do, what not to do. There are norms and values in the family. So these are some important features. And another one thing is a fixed common habitat, means a common house. Okay. So family without a habitat, without a family, without a house is not possible habitat. So that is another important feature of family. So now we'll discuss about what are the important of, means what are the function of a family. Why we prefer to stay in the family. हमको कहीं भी ଗୋଟେ family दरकार. What are the important functions? What are the role of a family? So first role is what? Na biological function. Okay, now we are discussing about function. Biological function. So biological function means, so in society there are some restrictions on relationships. So family provides that, means means the permission दिए जे you have to keep some relations. Okay, you satisfied your biological needs. So that is one function. Then production and rearing. So to run a family, family की आगू नेवा पे production दरकार बा future generation by the production is important. And another thing is rearing. So production ता संगे rearing is important. So a child, a newborn child only reared in a family only. Okay. So without family, it is not possible to survive. How? Now I will give you an example. For example, there are many examples are there that how without society, without family, we are like animals because we socialize in the family. So those who have no family, so they become deviant or they don't develop the human qualities. So family only socialize the child. Okay, so socialization means what? So rearing means what? Here is rearing means physical rearing, means for survival. Okay, first thing is for survival we need food, we need care, we need love, affections. So that's only possible to the family. So rearing. So there are many institutions are, means there are many agencies are there. If we discuss about socialization, there are primary agencies and secondary agencies of socialization. Primary agency means what? Na primary agency means, for example, like family. So family is the first agency of socialization. So we learn many things from our family, our customs, our traditions, how to behave. So everything we learn from the family. So for that reason, that is our first or primary socializing agency or rearing agency. But think about the secondary agencies. Okay, so secondary agencies means what? The secondary agencies examples, for examples schools, play schools, so okay, kindergarten schools, so say like secondary. So I mean, we are not properly means cared in that institutions. Okay, so primary provides the safety, security, and caring. Only it's possible only in the family. So next is provision of home and minimum basic facilities. So this is also known as economic function. So first is biological function, second is caring, and third one is economic function. So in the family, we survive because for survival we need food, clothing, and shelter. These three things are very important in life, and all these three things are fulfilled only in the family. So family play an important role in economic function. Then emotional basis. So in previous believe you already କହିଥିଲି ଯେ at least emotions. So emotion attached in the family. So emotional basis means what? Na, there is a bond. Means we feeling. ଯଦି ଆମେ fundamental sociology ରେ groups ପଢିଥିବା, Groups means in group or out group. In group means our group, out groups means others groups. So as a part of the society or part of the community, so family is our in group. Okay, because we feelings. ଆମ ଭିତରେ ସେଠି close contact ଅଛି, close emotions ଅଛି, face to face relations ଅଛି. So it is our in group. But outside the family, they are out group for us. We have relation with them, social relation, but still personal relation, impersonal relations. So that is the out group for us. Then social regulations ମୁଁ already କହିଦେଇଛି. ତାପରେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ହଉଛି psychological functions, most important. So when life is full of up and downs, okay, sometimes there is happiness, sometimes there is sorrow is there. So in the family, we share our happiness, our problems. So that give us the emotional basis, psychological basis हमको दिए. So love, affections हो, caring हो, safety हो. So ये जो psychological means concepts only found in the family. Okay. So provide means protecting the young. Okay. So family ର ପ୍ରଥମ କାମ ହଉଛି protecting the young and the old. So nowadays ଆମେ ଦେଖିଥିବା ଯେ old age home ଅଛି, then child care health means homes ଅଛି. ସେଟା କଣ ପାଇଁ? Because they have no family. So family ର first and important role ହଉଛି to protect the vulnerable sections, means the children or the old peoples. So this is about general features and functions of family. Now we'll discuss about all these things. Now we'll apply in our Indian context. So in Indian context, so there are two families are there. One is joint family, another is nuclear family. So what is a joint family? So joint family means what? Now when in a house more than three generations people live together under the same roof, that is known as joint family. Nuclear family means what? Now when the the house is consist of only husband and wife, they're unmarried children. Okay, clear. Unmarried children, not married children. So this is the difference between joint family and nuclear family. But in case of India, joint families dominated. Now we'll discuss about what are the important features of joint family. We have already discussed the features of family. So we'll add something new in this joint family. So in joint family, first is what? Na common residence. Okay, first is. So without residence, without home, it is not possible to form a family. So common residence by common roof ଆମେ ଯାହାକୁ କହୁଛେ ସେଇଟା ହଉଛି first. Then ହଉଛି commensality. Commensality means what? That's related to eating food বা ଯାହା ହଉ. So in a joint family, they cook together and eat together, and joint ownership of property. So property is equally distributed among the member of the family. Okay. Maybe in joint family rich ଥାଇପାରନ୍ତି, poor member ଥାଇପାରନ୍ତି. Okay, high income member ଥାଇପାରନ୍ତି, low income member ଥାଇପାରନ୍ତି. But they equally distributed. Okay, or equally distributed, or it's means joint property ଆମେ ଯାହାକୁ କହିପାରିବା. It's joint property, not a property of a particular member of the family. And another thing is cooperation and sentiment. So generally in joint families there is cooperation. So each and every member cooperate with each other. So in a joint family, two things are there. One is status and role. So each member of the joint family they have a particular status and they have a particular role to play. So status means what? The position in the family, and that position is based on age. For example, father or the old peoples, so they occupy the higher status in the family because in the decision making process, their decision is final. So father status is what? To run the family. The role is to run the family, take care of the family. So that is the role. Similarly, other means ଯେମିତି ଆମେ କହିବା ଯଦି joint family ରେ ଆଉ କଣ ଆଉ status ସବୁ ଅଛି. Similarly, ଯେମିତି father ଙ୍କ status ଅଛି, similarly mother ଙ୍କ status ଅଛି to take care the house. Similarly, children's ମାନଙ୍କ status ହଉଛି କଣ ନା they are the young member of the family. They have to socialize, they have to educate. So different statuses have different roles to play in the family, and different status to occupy କରୁଛନ୍ତି. So they cooperate with each other. Okay. So without cooperation, it is not to form a healthy and happy family. So for a happy joint family, so cooperation and sentiments are required. Then ritual bond. Ritual bond means what? ନା ମୁଁ ଯେମିତି କହିଥିଲି practices ଯୋଉ ଆମର ଅଛି, practices, rites, rituals, many things are there. So in that case, ritual bond means we are ritually bound, means we are one. For example, in case of many ceremonies are there. For example, it's maybe birth ceremony, it's maybe death ceremony, it's maybe marriage ceremony. So in all type of ceremonies, we cooperate with each other, we work each other, and we have the common sentiment. All the members of the family participate in that ceremony. So there is a ritual bond. So these are the main features of joint family. Okay, in India. So if you see in major part of, okay, except in urban areas. So generally, if we discuss about the portion of India, then more than 70% of population live in rural areas. Okay, and rest live in the urban areas. So joint family is the typical characteristics of rural India or rural villages. So the joint family is universal among the rural areas, but that is less in urban areas. So in urban areas are dominated by nuclear family. So this is about family features, their functions. Then we discuss about what is joint family. Then what are the features of joint family. Okay. So now we'll discuss about the changes of joint family in India. What are the factors? So various factors are there. Okay. So because this block's name is institutions and change, and many times repeated change is the unchangeable of law of nature, but its rate and pace is vary from place to place and society to society. So it is depend upon what type of society it is. If it is a modern society, then there is rapid change. If it is a traditional society, the rate and pace of change is very slow. So as we know that rural society or India is very traditional in nature. So there is a the rate of change is very slow. Okay, but if we discuss about urban areas, so there is the rate of change is speed. So there is rapid change in the family structure or functions. Structure function means what? Take the example of like joint family. So what is the structure of a joint family? Now joint family headed by member, okay, a authority person consists of other members. Function means what? Now different authority, different status persons, different roles play କରନ୍ତି. Okay, so ଏଇଟା ଥିଲା. ତ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ଏଇ status role ରେ changes କେମିତି ଆସୁଛି, structural functional changes ରେ କେମିତି ଆସୁଛି? And there are various factors are there that how joint family transferred to a nuclear family. How? So main important factor is what? Structural functional change. The main factor is what? Now in modern societies, it's industrialization. Okay. So how industrialization is a factor behind the breakdown of joint family? Now in joint family, as we know that there are many members are there. Okay. So there are some economic functions are there. I mean, the function discussion କରୁଥିଲେ. So economy is the main factor behind the change in the nuclear family, change in the joint family converted to nuclear family. And another thing is that যেহেতু ମୁଁ କହିଲି rural India, rural society consists of 70% of population and they depend on agriculture. So more than 70% of population depend on agriculture. But as we know that due to calamities, or due to natural cause, or but due to financial cause, there is no profit in the agriculture. So it is not possible to feed the all member of the joint family. So ସେଥିପାଇଁ economy is ଦରକାର କାହିଁକିନା in joint family two type of persons are there. So one is earning members and another is depending members. So earning members are less. ଯୋଉମାନେ earn କରନ୍ତି, ଯୋଉମାନେ family କି run କରନ୍ତି, ଚଳାନ୍ତି, ତାଙ୍କ number less. But dependent member ଙ୍କ ତାଙ୍କ ସଂଖ୍ୟା ବହୁତ ଅଧିକ ଥାଏ. For example, children and the old people. So they are depending on the earning members. So economy is a major problem, economic problem. So to fulfill that need of the family, economic need, so the people they migrating from rural area to urban areas. Why? Now for searching of job because there is no alternative in agriculture, and agriculture is not profitable, and the other occupations are also not profitable. For nuclear family, it is possible that they can survive without limited needs. But in case of joint family, because of the large size of the family members, so it is not possible to fulfill the needs of every member, each and every member. So for that reason, for economic purposes, so they're migrating from rural area to urban areas for searching of jobs. How the majority of jobs are available in industries. So due to industrialization, the joint family structure is broke down. Okay, so means half of the family, so they're migrating to urban areas. So first thing there is structural change ହେଲା, functional change କେମିତି ହେଲା ନା ଯୋଉ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲିର ଯୋଉ ରୋଲ ଥିଲା, ଯୋଉ socializing ରୋଲ ହଉ ବା caring ରୋଲ ହଉ, so ତା ଦେହରେ ବି changes ଆସିଗଲା. Okay, so because the people's migrating because generally the newly couples in the family with their children they're migrating to urban areas or industrial areas for searching of jobs and they permanently settle there. So there is a breakdown in the family, a nuclear joint family to nuclear family. So that is a major factor. So another factor is what? Now urbanization. ଯେମିତି industrialization, similarly urbanization also plays a major role in the industrialization. So industrialization Okay, so how it's changed? So first is industrialization because of economic purposes, and another is what? Now another is urbanization. So because of this urbanization, there is change in the family structures. Then another is what? Now modernization. So because of this modernity, because of modern outlook, so there is change in the family. How? Now, because generally in traditional family, the other members they have no voice, no choice. Okay, elder members decide everything. But due to modern thinking, modern ideas, what? Now there is change in the attitude of the people, attitude of the member, and they changed. Okay, so these are the some of the factors behind the change in the family system. Okay, industrialization, urbanization, modernization are the factors behind change in the family. So in first institution, in first important social institutions, so we discuss about what? The family, what is family, then features of family, functions of family, nuclear family, joint family, then types of family, for examples like on the basis of authority, on the basis of location, on the basis of size, on the basis of lineage. Families are various types. Now we'll discuss about another institution, that is marriage. Okay. So marriage also an important part of the society, like family, marriage also. If you discuss about the history of family, then if you discuss about the societies, how societies passes from one stage to another stage, primitive society, then agrarian society, feudal society, industrial society. So aji ଆମେ जो society रे अछे, present society, that is modern society. But our origin starts from primitive society, जोटा start ହେଇଥିଲା. But in primitive societies, there are no family. Okay, so there is no family, there is no marriage. They stay together, but there is no family because there is no emotional bonds. So they only hunt and gather. Okay, so their main purpose is what? Now how to survive, not to feed others. So just ନିଜ ପାଇଁ ବଞ୍ଚିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲେ. For that reason, family system ସେତେବେଳେ ନଥିଲା ଆଉ marriage ବି ନଥିଲା ସେତେବେଳେ. Okay, so marriage ଟା start କେମିତି ହେଲା? It start with the society passes. Society ଯେତେ pass କଲା, when people settled in a particular place. So earlier they roaming here and there, but when they permanently settle in a particular place, for example, ଆମେ by agricultural society start ହେଲା. Okay, ତ ସେତେବେଳେ ସେମାନେ permanently ଗୋଟେ ଜାଗାରେ settle ହେଲେ, ତ ସେଇଠି କଣ ହେଲା ନା family emerge କଲା. Okay, ତ ତାପରେ family ସାଙ୍ଗରେ society approval ପାଇଁ marriage ଗୋଟେ institution start ହେଲା, social institution start ହେଲା. So what is the importance of a marriage in the society? କାହିଁକି ନା to run the family or for next generation, so marriage is required. So particularly there are many purposes of marriage. Okay, so ଆମେ ଯଦି particularly Indian marriage କଥା କହିବା, Indian marriage କଥା କହିବା, ତାହେଲେ ଆମେ regarded Indian marriage is regarded as, okay, that Hindu marriage is a sacrament, Islam Muslim marriage is a contract ଆମେ କହୁଛେ. So why marriage is sacrament? Marriage ଟା ଏତେ ପବିତ୍ର କଣ ପାଇଁ? ତ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ନା କାହିଁକି ନା ତାର ବହୁତ ସାରା rituals ଅଛି. Okay, so Hindu marriage is sacrament why? Na because of dharma rati praja. According to our shastras, dharma rati praja. So because of these three things, so marriage is sacrament in India. So first we'll discuss about what is marriage. So marriage means what? Na marriage is a bond between the two persons. Okay, so between husband and wife. So that is known as marriage. So in marriage, we'll discuss about the types of marriages, Hindu marriage, then forms of Hindu marriage. Okay. So and rules of selection of Hindu marriage we will discuss. So first we will discuss about the rules of marriage. Okay, in marriage there are some rules. So rules means what? Now two type of rules are there. One is prohibitive rules and another is preferential rules. Means some marriages are accepted and some marriages are not accepted. So what is accepted? Na endogamy, exogamy, insect taboo, and hypergamy. Hypergamy is not accepted. Okay, so these are prohibitive. Okay, ସେଟା ସମାଜ accept କରେନି ସେଇ marriage କୁ. But preferential marriage କଣ? ଯେମିତି ଆମେ କହିବା cross cousin marriage, parallel cousin marriage, levirate marriage, surrogate marriage. ଏଟା ଆମେ ସବୁ discussion କରିବା. Okay, so let's first try in general. Okay, not about Indian. In general, what type of or what forms of marriages are there? Okay, so generally marriages are three types. Okay, monogamy, polygamy, and polyandry. So monogamy means what? Monogamy means single. So marry in monogamy marriage, so married to a single person. Okay, so one husband and one wife. That is known as monogamy, and this is the universal form of marriage in India and in outside also. So next is what? And the next marriage is what? Na polygamy. Okay. So polygamy means what? Now poly means what? Now more, gamy means marriage. So more marriage. माने कौन? Now in monogamy there are single person, one husband, one wife. But in polygamy, so there is more wives. Okay, means more wives and more husbands. So ସେଇଟା କହୁଛି. So polygamy again divided into polygyny and polyandry. So polygyny means what? Na a husband marry more wives, more than one wives. ତାକୁ ଆମେ polygyny କହିବା. Polyandry means what? Na polyandry means ହଉଛି na when a woman marry more than one husband. That is known as polyandry. And non-surrogate. Surrogate means what? Na when a husband marry more wives and all the wives are related as sisters. So then that is known as surrogate. Okay, all the wives are sisters. But uh, non-surrogate means what? The non-surrogate means what? Now when a husband, a person marry more wives, but they are not related as husband. ମାନେ ସେମାନେ ଭଉଣୀ ନିଅନ୍ତି. Okay, so that is known as polygamy, then polygyny, and surrogate, non-surrogate. Next is what? Na polyandry. ଯେମିତି କହିଲି polyandry means what? Na marry a woman marry more husbands. So ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ polyandry. Again polyandry divided into fraternal polyandry and non-fraternal polyandry. Fraternal polyandry means what? Na when a woman marry more husbands and they are related as brothers. Take the example of like Draupadi, classic example, traditional example, Draupadi. So Draupadi married four husbands, but they are related as brothers. So that is known as fraternal polyandry. Fraternal means brother. Non-fraternal polyandry means when a woman marry more husband, but they are not related as husband. So generally, this type of marriage found among the tribal peoples, particularly in Toda tribes. And similarly, I discuss about that if a person marry more wives, okay, that is known as polygyny. So that is the example of, for example, like kings, or you can say example of Dasrath. Dasrath has wives, more wives. So these are some of the classic Indian examples of these types of marriages. Okay, so monogamy, polygamy, polygamy, and polyandry. Okay, so these are some of the forms. So now we'll discuss about the types of family, sorry, types of marriage in India particularly. So these are the general marriages found in everywhere, but particularly in India, we have traditional form of marriage. Okay, 8 form of marriage. So we'll discuss about that. So why these are called traditional form of Hindu marriage? Because it is only specific to Hindu, okay, not to other religions. Ajay said that means Hindu marriage is a sacrament and Muslim marriage is a contract. So why Hindu marriage is a sacrament, Pavitra? No, because there are some rituals, there are some ceremonies that are attached with the Hindu marriage. So important aim of Hindu marriage is what? Na dharma. Okay. So dharma by duty is the main aim of life. Okay. For example, if we discuss about the means ashram vyavastha in Indian society, we have ashram vyavastha. So in ashram vyavastha, a person passes from different phases of life. Okay, different ashrams. For example, ashram vyavastha are divided into four. One is brahmacharya, grahastha, banaprasha, and sannyasa. So these are the ashrams, means halting places by କହିପାରିବା ଆମେ ଯୋଉଠି. So different ashram ରେ ଆମେ different role play କରୁ. କେମିତି? For example, in brahmacharya, in brahmacharya stage, a person is control his senses study Vedas, okay, and live life a very strict life and prepare for the next ashram. So in Brahmacharya, marriage is forbidden. Okay, but next ashram is what? Na grahastha ashram. Grahastha ashram means you can relate that family. So family life start with grahastha ashram, and this grahastha ashram start with a marriage. So without marriage, it's not possible to form a marriage. तो गृहस्थ समय कौन था मुझे एमती कहली धर्म so dharma is the first important aim of Hindu marriage. So dharma means what? Na duties, performing yajna, performing rituals, performing some duties. So these are some of the dharmas, and dharma is the highest, means highest aim of life. So dharma, rati, and praja. Dharma, rati means physical satisfaction, and praja means procreation. So because of these three things, because of the highest position of dharma, because of that reason, Hindu marriage is a sacrament. Then same thing, why Muslim marriage is a contract? No, because in Muslim marriage there is rituals are there, but there is what? No, there is a contract. Okay, so divorce is easily possible in Muslim marriage, but it is very difficult in Hindu marriage. For that reason, Hindu marriage is a sacrament, and Muslim marriage is a contract. Okay, so this is about that marriage in India. So now we'll discuss about the eight forms of Hindu marriage. Okay. So what are the eight forms? Na eight forms होची Brahma marriage, Daiva marriage, Arsa marriage, Prajapati marriage, Gandharva marriage, Rakshasa marriage, Asura marriage, and Paisacha marriage. Okay. So these are some means according to the rituals, according to the nature of marriage, Hindu marriage are eight types. In general, we know in general we know that in society there are two types of marriages. Either arranged marriage or love marriage. So two types. But in case of India, because we are discussing about marriage in India, and what are the eight forms of Hindu marriage, particularly in Indian context. So Brahma marriage is the highest form of marriage. Why it is highest form of marriage? Now, it is very sacred in nature. Okay. Next is what? Sacred in nature means what? And in that marriage, now the parents, the means the means girl's parents or the bride's parents, they give a daughter to a very learned person. Okay, means a very learned person ଆମେ କହିବା ଯେମିତି ମାନେ at least intellectual ବା society ରେ high position ଥିବ ତାକୁ ଦେଲେ ସେଇଟାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ Brahma marriage. Okay, it is the highest form of marriage. So next is what? Next is Daiva marriage. So Daiva marriage means what? Now when parents, I mean the bride's father or parents, they marry to a Brahmin, then this is known as Daiva marriage. Okay. So just don't be confused. So first is what? Na Brahma marriage re se gote learned person. Okay. Highly learned person but respectable person को marry करेले सेटा होची Brahma marriage. But Daiva marriage कौन? ना जितने गोटे ब्राह्मण, ओके ब्राह्मण की जितने मैरिज दिया जाए मैरिज हुए ताको हम कह देते Daiva marriage. Next is what? Na Arsa marriage. Okay. So Arsa marriage means what? Na in Arsa marriage, that when the parents give two pair of cow or bull to their means other party, okay, or to grooms, so ସେଇଟା କୁହାଯାଏ Arsa marriage. Next form of marriage is what? Na Prajapati marriage, or we can say arranged marriage. So Prajapati marriage means what? Now, according to Hindu, now Prajapati marriage is what? Now, when there is consent of both family. Okay. So consent of both family ଯେତେବେଳେ marriage हुए, तो ताको हमें कହୁचे जे Prajapati marriage by arranged marriage, which is universal in nature. और आम जदि कहबा इन इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट रे डोमिनेटेड मैरिज अरेंज मैरिज जो तो ता देहरे कौन ना एटलिस्ट एटा ଦି ଜଣଙ୍କ କନସେଣ୍ଟ ରେ ଦି ଜଣଙ୍କ ପରମିशन ରେ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ ହେଇଥାଏ ଆଉ କଣ ନା ଦେ and it's the marriage with a means ଯେତିକି କହିଲେ ଯେ यज्ञ हो rituals हो so with full rituals with full ceremony a marriage way and there is blessing of parents in that marriage Prajapati marriage. So next comes Gandharva marriage or we can say that in present context ରେ ଆମେ ଯେମିତି କହୁଛେ so Gandharva marriage means love marriage so without the concept of parents. Okay, so it's their choice. It's choice of the couple that they will decide that they will marry or not. तो ताको हमें कौचे कौन ना गंधर्व marriage. Next is what na Rakshasa marriage. Okay, Rakshasa marriage means what na generally you can say when dowry demand करते जो marriage है ताको हमें राक्षस marriage कौचे. Okay, sorry due to a network problem, there is some interruptions. Okay, so we'll continue with that eight form of marriage. Okay, so Brahma marriage, Daiva marriage, Harsa marriage, Prajapati marriage, Gandhar marriage. Then now we'll discuss about what is Rakshasa marriage. What is the Rakshas marriage means? What is the traditional form of Hindu marriage? Rakshas marriage. Rakshas marriage means what? Now when in a marriage, when there is a demand of dowry, ଆମେ ଯୋଉ ପ୍ରେଜେଣ୍ଟ ସୋସାଇଟିରେ ଦେଖୁଛେ ଯୋଉ ଡାଉରି ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେ ଯୋଉଠି ଡାଉରି ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ କରାଯାଏ ଓକେ ତ ସେଇଟାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ ରାକ୍ଷସ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ according to traditional Hindu form of marriage. Then Asura marriage. So Asura marriage means what? Now when a person forcefully capture the bride, so ସେତେବେଳେ ମାନେ forcefully without the consent, okay, without the permission of the bride, ଯେତେବେଳେ ଗୋଟେ groom ତାକୁ capture କରିକି ନେଇଯାଏ ତ ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ Asura marriage. For example, ଆମେ ଦେଖିବା ଯଦି take the case of example in monarchical times, ରାଜା ମାନଙ୍କ time ରେ, so after they win the battle, okay, ଯୁଦ୍ଧ ଜିତିଲା ପରେ ସେମାନେ ସେଇଠିକାର princess କୁ ମାନେ capture କରିକି ଆଣନ୍ତି ତ ତାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ. So last is Paisacha marriage. Then this is the lowest form of marriage. Okay, so lowest form of marriage or impure form of marriage. Why? Now in this case, the person, okay, so the person means marry a girl when he was means unconscious, okay, or intoxicated ଦେଇକି ବା unconsciously ଯଦି marriage କଲା ତ ତାକୁ ସେଇଟା କୁହାଯାଏ ପୈଶାଚ marriage. So this is are the means eight form of marriage. Okay, so eight form of marriages ଏଇଥିପାଇଁ କୁହାଗଲା କାହିଁକିନା ଆମର Indian society ରେ from the beginning from Vedic age till now. So I'm a different form of marriages ଅଛି. So on the basis of their perfections or purity. So ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ Brahma marriage is the highest form of marriage. Okay. କାହିଁକି ନା because of his purity. Okay. But lowest form of marriage means what? The ପଇସା ନା because of his impurity. ଆମେ ଯଦି କହିବା purity and pollutions. Okay. So purity is in Brahma marriage, but pollution in Paisacha marriage. So these are the forms of traditional form of Hindu marriage. Okay. So now we discuss about what are the functions of a marriage. Okay. So three functions ମୁଁ କହିଦେଇଛି three functions. ଗୋଟେ ଧର୍ମ, ଜାତି, ପ୍ରଜା. ଏ ତିନିଟା ହଉଛି ତାର important function. ଧର୍ମ play କରିବା. Then physical satisfaction and last one is what? The procreation or begetting a child for the next generations. So now we'll discuss about what are the major changes in this marriage system. So major changes are what? Now there are various changes are there. The changes are, for example, same thing. ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ କଣ୍ଟେକ୍ସରେ କିଛି ବି ଡିସ୍କସନ କରୁଛେ ପ୍ରାୟତଃ ସବୁ ଫ୍ୟାକ୍ଟର୍ସ ସିମିଲାର ହିଁ ଆସେ। ତ ମ୍ୟାରେଜରେ ଚେଞ୍ଜ କାହିଁକି ହେଲା? ତ ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଆମେ ଯଦି କହିବା ଡୋମିନାଣ୍ଟ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ ଥିଲା ଆରେଞ୍ଜ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ, ଯୋଉଟା ପ୍ରଜାପତି ମ୍ୟାରେଜ କହୁଛେ ଇନ୍ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆନ କଣ୍ଟେକ୍ସଟ। ସୋ ଏଇ ପ୍ରଜାପତି ମ୍ୟାରେଜ ରୁ ଗନ୍ଧର୍ବ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ କୁ କାହିଁକି ଏତେ କନଭର୍ଟେଡ ହେଲା? ଓକେ, ଆଜି ଆମେ ଯଦି ଦେଖିବା ଡୋମିନାଣ୍ଟ ଏଇଠି ପ୍ରଜାପତି ମ୍ୟାରେଜ ଅପେକ୍ଷା ଗନ୍ଧର୍ବ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ is dominating nowadays. Right? Now, there are various factors. So first is what? Now first is modernization. So modernization means what? Now modern outlook, modern thinking. So that is known as modernity or modernization. हम जो कहते हैं. So generally in हमें पुणे आसे तो family से तो भी relate करीबा. So generally in family, in joint family, so there is no choice. There is no choice to choose a partner. Okay. So mate selection जो कहते हैं हमें partner selection. तो ସେଇଟା joint family ରେ possible ନୁହେଁ because the older members or the father head of the family will decide to marry to whom. Okay. So ସେଇଠି କଣ ନା children I mean those adult children okay marriage age group ର ତାଙ୍କର କିଛି decision making power ନଥିଲା but due to modernity due to modern outlook so slowly see there is change in the mentality of the head of the family. So now they give permission to marry. It is because of the modern outlook, modernity, modern thinking. Okay. But joint family is a traditional structure of the society. So it is not possible. But because of modern outlook, modern thinking, so there is a change in the thinking of the head. So that is one thing. So for that reason, they give permission to their children to choose their mate selection. The first change in marriage is what? The mate selection. Choose of mate selection is এটা children's মানে adult member মানে ନେଇପାରିବେ. Next is what? Na urbanization. How urbanization is a factor behind the change in the marriage? Now generally in joint family consist of many couples. Okay, ଗୋଟେ joint family କିଛି unmarried ବି ଥାନ୍ତି ଆଉ many married person ବି ଥାନ୍ତି. But in rural society, but in joint family, because of this conservativeness, because of this traditionalness, what? Now they are not comfortable. Okay, but socially, economically, they are uncomfortable. So for that reason, they migrate into urban areas. Okay, so for their separate life, to live their separate life. So ସେଥିପାଇଁ ତ joint family ରୁ nuclear family ହଉଛି. So nuclear family, you see that how there is a change. Okay, so joint family ରୁ nuclear family ହେଇଯାଉଛି. ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଯଦି forms of ଆମେ marriage जो discussion କଲେ forms of Hindu marriage ତ ତା ଦେହରେ ବି changes ଆସିଲା. ପୂର୍ବରୁ 8 form of marriage ଥିଲା but now it is reduced to only 2. Okay, so there is a change in the traditional form of Hindu marriage. ଆହୁରି ଯଦି ଦେଖିବା how there is a new changes in the marriage. ଆଉ କଣ changes ଆସିଲା ନା new form of marriage emerge କଲା. Okay, ଆମେ ଜାଣିଥିଲେ only arranged marriage, love marriage or 8 form of Hindu marriages. But due to time, due to this modernity, okay, in contemporary society there are other type of relations are started. For example, ଆମେ ଯଦି କହିବା present day society ର modern highly urbanized societies ମାନଙ୍କରେ live in relations ଗୋଟେ terms ଅଛି, without marriage they will live together. So this is a new form of money marriage emerged color. It is what? It is because of this modernity. It is because of this what urbanization. So this is the reason. Similarly, another thing, same industrialization. So industrialization is when the people migrating from rural area to urban areas, okay, and to form their own life and to form their own house or they live together. So that is. Another thing is what? Now there is a change in the age of marriage. Okay, so you see, if you discuss about the traditional uh, Indian society, so there is child marriage system there. Okay, child marriage means early child marriage हो बस ये the thing. But because of legislation, okay, so because of legislation कौन ना age is fixed. Okay, 18 for girls, 21 for boys. Okay, so it is because of legislation, because of the law. So early marriage practices ବନ୍ଦ ହେଇଗଲା. ତ ସେଇଥିରେ marriage changes ଆସିଲା ନା ନାଇଁ ଗୋଟେ age ରେ changes ଆସିଲା. That is one thing. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କଣ ଏଇଟା ତ change age ରେ change ଆସିଲା, but ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ କଣ ନା preference. So because of this independence, because of this modernity, now the youth they are not interested to marry in a early age. So there is a change in the age of marriage. So now they give importance to their career. Okay, both boys and girls. So they marry after 30 or 35. Okay, so there is no bar. So there is a change in the rituals also. How? Now earlier in the traditional form of Hindu marriages, there are many rituals are there. Okay, सप्तपदी पाणिग्रहण ओके कन्यादान एमती बहुत सारा rituals attached with the Hindu marriages. But now you see, so there is a change in the Hindu form of marriages. Okay, so because of this modernity, because of impact of this urbanization, new form of new rituals are started. For example, in traditional form of marriages, right? So there is no concept of like sangeet, okay, or we can say that mehendi ceremony. So these are not the part of traditional form of Hindu marriage. But now the rituals are changed. Okay, so these are now the part of means the main ritual part is less. Okay, जोटा माने main ritual जोटा marriage रो bond ସେଇଟା less, but other ceremonies are created which are not the part of traditional Hindu marriage. So there is a change in the marriage. How you can changes asila? So earlier in arranged marriage means there are it is like a ceremony. All the kin members, all the members, they present in the marriage. Okay, but nowadays the the time is limited. Okay, so earlier the rituals hotla, it will take more time. But now it's converted to, for example, take the example of like court marriage. So in court marriage there is no need of rituals. Okay, simply witnesses are required. So you see how there is a change in our marriage system in India. So court marriage is legal, okay, no problem. But it is not there is no rituals and there is no concept of the parents. ଯେମିତି ମୁଁ କହିଲି Gandharva marriage. So in Gandharva marriage there is no consent or permission of the parents. Parents का permission नियंत्रण. It is depend upon them. So similarly, court marriage also such type of marriage. Okay. So without the permission, they marry with each other. So that, there is also a change. Okay. Another change is what? Now another change is ଯେମିତି କହିଲି I mean Hindu traditional form of Hindu marriage ର main aim ହେଉଛି ଧର୍ମ ରତି ପ୍ରଜା. But now due course of time in the present day context, so जो धर्म ର जो the main aim of धर्म, okay, ତା importance धीरे धीरे कमी कमी जाଉଛି. Now only rati and praja is the main aim of marriage. So in this way many changes are we found in the marriage system. Okay. तो ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ଆମ ଆଜି traditional form of marriage और contemporary form of Hindu marriage को ଯଦି ଆମେ compare କରିବା, so there is a vast change. Okay. So ଏଟା କଣ ନା it is because of these factors like industrialization हो, urbanization हो, modernization हो, legislation हो, and another important factor is education also. Education means what? And now people are educated. Okay, earlier ଯେମିତି କହିଲି ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ form of marriage କହିଥିଲି ଯୋଉ ରାକ୍ଷସ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ ଯୋଉଥିରେ ଡାଉରି ଡିମାଣ୍ଡ କରାହଉଛି। ଓକେ, ତ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ ର ଗୋଟେ ପାର୍ଟ ବି ଥିଲା ଡାଉରି, ଯଦି ଆମେ ଟ୍ରାଡିସନାଲ ଫର୍ମ ଅଫ ହିନ୍ଦୀ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ କରୁଛେ ତ ଗୋଟେ ଡାଉରି ସିଷ୍ଟମ ଥିଲା। ଓକେ, so demanding dowry. But now, because of legislation, because of some laws, so say dowry concept उठिगला. Okay, so that is also a change. हाँ. So because of these factors, so there is change in mate selection, there is change in the age, that is change in the preferences. Okay, and there is change in so rituals also. So in this way, our traditional form of Hindu marriage is changed to a modern form of Hindu marriage. Okay, so many changes we found in the present day context. So these are the changes in marriage. Okay, so in that we discuss about what is marriage, then types of marriages, then we'll discuss about the functions of marriages. Okay, so functions like for examples like biological function हो, economic function हो, social function हो. So marriage ର ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ବି reason ହଉଛି କଣ ନା socialization. Okay, so socialization also important factors. Okay, important factor. Socialization ଯେମିତି କହିଲେ ଗୋଟେ learning process. So ଗୋଟେ child properly socialize ହେଇପାରିବ only in a family, and that is possible through the marriage. For example, ଆମେ ଯଦି ଦେଖିବା present day society ରେ single mother concept ଅଛି. Okay, so single day mother concept ରେ କଣ ନା child is not properly socialized. Okay, for socialization both parents are required. So single mother हो, single father हो, ଏଗୁলো ଯୋଉ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ, or ବା ଆମେ କହିବା adoption. So ଏଇଥିରେ କଣ ନା ଗୋଟେ children properly mean, mean psychologically and socially not properly socialized. Okay, so that is a factor. So these are some functions. Then we discuss about the eight form of Hindu marriage and why Hindu marriage is sacrament and why Muslim marriage is a contract. Hindu marriage is sacrament because of the main principles and rituals. Principles are what? The Dharma Rati Praja. And rituals means what? Now in Hindu marriage there are many rituals are attached with the Hindu marriage. For that reason it is a sacred. And why is Muslim marriage is a contract? Now because of the marriage is okay. Stability is not there is no stability in the marriage. Then we discuss about the changes in marriage. Another social institution. We discuss about family. We discuss about marriage. So now we'll discuss about kinship. So kinship also is one important institution, social institution in the society. And this kinship is attached with both institutions. Okay, so kinship is part of both family and marriage. So first we discuss about what is kinship. So kin means what? Na relations. Okay, relatives ଆମେ ଯୋଉ କହୁଛେ relations. So kinship means what? Na a person is related with others through various methods. Okay, means what? Na a person has more than more relations in different ways. So in kinship, there are two type of kinship are there. One is consanguineous kinship, another is affinal kinship. Just just clear. Kinship means relatives. Okay. So ଆମେ relatives ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ kinship. ଆମର ନିयर ରିଲେଟିଭ ହୁଅନ୍ତୁ କି डिस्टेंस रिलेटिव हुअନ୍ତୁ ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ କିନସିପ ବା ଆମେ କହିବା ସମ୍ପର୍କୀୟ ବା ଜ୍ଞାତି କୁଟୁମ୍ବ ଆମେ ଯୋଉ କହୁଛେ ତ ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ ତ କିନସିପ ଟୁ ଟାଇପ ର ହେଲା ତ ହାଉ ଏ पर्सन has relation with others ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକର ଅନ୍ୟ ମାନଙ୍କ ରିଲେସନ କୋଉ ଉପାୟରେ ହଉଛି through two types. One is consanguineous. Consanguineous means what? Na blood relatives. So we have many relatives. Okay, so those who are related us through blood. Take the case of family. So in family, two type of relations are there: consanguineous and affinal. Consanguineous means blood relatives. Our affinal means relation through marriage. Okay. So blood relatives means what? Now they are related as blood. Okay, descent. जाको कुआ जाए हमें रक्त संपर्क. For example, like father, mother, and their children. Okay, so they are very means close relations are there. Bond between father and mother, between daughter and father हो कि daughter and mother हो. तो सेठी close relation है, blood relation. ताको हम कहते हैं blood relatives. Affinal means what? Now when relations are started with marriage. So ଆମର କିଛି ନିଜର ମେମ୍ବର ଥାନ୍ତି ଆମ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲି ମେମ୍ବର ଥାନ୍ତି ତା ସାଙ୍ଗରେ କଣ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ ମ୍ୟାରି କରୁ ଆଉ କାହାକୁ ତ ତା ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ବି ମ୍ୟାରେଜ କରିଥିବା ବା ବ୍ରାଇଡ ହଉ ଗ୍ରୁମ ର ଯେତିକି ରିଲେଟିଭ୍ସ ଅଛନ୍ତି ସେମାନେ ବି ଗୋଟେ ପର୍ସନର ରିଲେଟିଭ ହେଇଯାନ୍ତି ସୋ ଏଇ ରିଲେସନ ଟା କଣ ଏ ଦିସ୍ ରିଲେସନ ଇଜ ଥ୍ରୁ ମ୍ୟାରେଜ ଓକେ consanguineous and affilial marriage these are the means two form of kinship okay kinship consists of these two a relation through blood and a relation through marriage. One more also relations are there through adoption. Okay. I'm just thinking of society, those who have no children, they adopt children. So they are also means there is also a relation. Okay. So that is known as adoption. So in this way, in society, I'm going to call it society is a web of social relationship. Similarly, a person's life or in a member of a family, so they have also a network of relatives and they have relations with them. So now we'll discuss about types of kinship. What are the types of kinship? So there are three types of kinship: primary kinship, secondary kinship, tertiary kinship. तो मुझे ଯେମିତି କହିଲି ବହୁତ ସାରା ରିଲେଟିଭ୍ସ ଅଛନ୍ତି ବହୁତ ସାରା ରିଲେସନ୍स ଥାଏ ଗୋଟେ ଫ୍ୟାମିଲିରେ ତ ପ୍ରାଇମେରୀ କିନସିପ୍ କଣ ନା ଯୋଉଟା ଇମିଡିଏଟ ରିଲେସନ ଯୋଉଟା ଯେମିତି କନସାଙ୍ଗୁଇନିୟସ୍ ବ୍ଲଡ ରିଲେସନ ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ କଣ ନା ପ୍ରାଇମେରୀ କିନ୍ they are a very immediate kin to us for example father mother father daughter mother son okay ତ ଏଗୁଡା କଣ ନା immediate kin ଯୋଉଟା ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ କହୁଛେ ପ୍ରାଇମେରୀ କିନ୍ सेकेंडरी किन कौन ना सेकेंडरी किन होची जोटा लिटिल बिट डिस्टेंस फ्रॉम द प्राइमरी रिलेशंस ओके प्राइमरी रिलेटिव्स फॉर एग्जांपल आमी जदी कहबा फॉर एग्जांपल इन ए फैमिली ओके फॉर एग्जांपल फादर्स ब्रदर ओके सो फादर्स ब्रदर्स सन सो दैट इज ए सेकेंडरी किन जोटा टिके डिस्टेंस किन थांदी ताको आमे कहि परियो ओके नले एमिति भी आमे कहबा फॉर एग्जांपल अंकल आंटी. So these are the example of like secondary kin. Tertiary kin कौन? The tertiary kin are the primary kin of secondary kin. I think you be confused हो तो मैं उधर कह दूँ primary kin हो ची जोड़ा very closely related like blood relations. Okay. So for example in a joint family. Okay. So that are father, mothers, fathers and their children. That is primary kin. सेकेंडरी किन्स मीन्स कौन ना प्राइमरी किन रे ग्रैंडफादर ग्रैंडमदर भी आसे ओके बट सेकेंडरी किन मीन्स व्हाट ना सेकेंडरी किन रे होची ना लिटिल बिट डिस्टेंस रिलेशंस ओके सो दोज हु आर द सम डिस्टेंस रिलेटिव ताको हम कहू टर्शियरी रिलेशन रिलेटिव्स कौन ना टर्शियरी रिलेटिव्स होचंदी प्राइमरी रिलेटिव ऑफ सेकेंडरी फॉर एग्जांपल्स लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल सन इन लॉ ओके son-in-law का relatives तो सेटा को हमें कह देछे tertiary so these relations are based on हमें बेले बेले हमें यूज करछे distance relatives जाको हमें जानि नथिबा चिनि नथिबा तो हमें ताको हटा देखले जानि परिबे so they are कोन ना distance relatives tertiary kins कोन तो सेटा होछि tertiary kin So in this way, in society, in a family, so many type of kinship বা relations are there. Okay. And kinship also play an important role in the family, in the marriage. We will discuss later. So now we'll discuss about some terms related to this kinship. So generally in kinship रे, there are some terms. Can a kinship रे हमें किसी तो का गोटे address करी कहूँ Okay. So कौन? So kinship रे, so three type of terms and concepts are there. One is descriptive. Okay. Okay. So it is descriptive. Then descriptive means what? Descriptive means ହଉଛି ଯେ जो ଆମେ जो address କରୁଛେ for example मम्मी पापा बा माता पिता ଏଇଟା ଯୋଉ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ ତ ସେଇଟା ହଉଛି କଣ ନା descriptive ଆମେ ତାକୁ describe କରୁଛେ ଓକେ ମାନେ ନହେଲେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଫର୍ମ ରେ ଆମେ ତାକୁ କହିପାରିବା elementary form ଓକେ so elementary form means what ନା ମୁଁ ଯେମିତି କହିଲି ଏବେ example ଦେଲି ମାନେ directly ଆମେ ଯାହାକୁ ସମ୍ବୋଧନ କରୁଛେ direct ଆମେ address କରୁଛେ ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ କଣ ନା elementary descriptive means କଣ ନା ଟିକେ describe କରି for example son in law daughter in law ସେଇଟା ହଉଛି descriptive ତାପରେ ଡେରିଭେଟିଭ କଣ ନା ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ମଦର୍ସ ବ୍ରଦର୍ସ ଲ ତ ସେଇଟା ଦେନ୍ ଟର୍ମସ୍ ଅଫ ଆଡ୍ରେସ କଣ ନା ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ସାଉଥ ଇଣ୍ଡିଆରେ ଫର ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ they call in different names anna akka okay tambi so in different same name but in a different forms so in this way there are some concepts descriptive okay elementary descriptive derivatives so these are terms now we'll discuss about some concepts okay so there are many concepts are attached with the kinship. Kaun? Now, for examples, there are some avoiding relations, there are some joking relations, and another concept is technonym. So we'll discuss that. So avoidance relations means kaun? Na in a family. Okay, in a family, generally there are some relations. Those avoiding relations. Those I mean, जोटा को avoid करिए the relation को. For example, brother, father-in-law and daughter-in-law. So that it means what? Now they have to avoid. Okay, so they have to avoid. Similarly, brother-in-law and sister-in-law. तो ସେଇଠି कौन ना ସେଇଠି भी avoidance ଥାଏ तो ये relation को avoid करा जाए kin ए system रे. Similarly, there are some joking relations. ଆମର ଏମିତି କିଛି relative ଥାନ୍ତି ଯୋଉମାନେ joking relations ଥାଏ. Joking relative means what? Now, for examples like brother-in-law, then sister-in-law, means देवर भाभी ଆମେ ଯୋଉ କହୁଛେ ସେଇଟା ହଉଛି joking relations. Similarly, grandmother and grandson, okay, or grandfather, granddaughter. So ସେଇଟା joking relations. Okay, in joking relations means there is no means no avoidance. Okay, very close relations. So ସେଇଟାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛେ. So another term related to kinship is what? A technonym. Okay, so technonym is a term means what? Now generally in kinship system when we address someone but not directly so that is known as kinship means address ମାନେ ଆମେ ଜଣଙ୍କୁ ଡାକୁଛେ but directly ନା ନ ଧରିକି okay ନା ନ ଧରିକି address ନ କରିକି ଆମେ ତାଙ୍କୁ indirectly address କରିବା ତାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ technonym means କଣ for example generally in traditional joint family ରେ so generally wife ସେମାନେ direct husband ବା father in law ଙ୍କୁ direct address କରିପାରନ୍ତିନି ତ ସେମାନେ କଣ ନା indirectly address କରନ୍ତି either through I mean son ନାଁରେ okay suppose someone's father ବା ରାମୁ father କି ଯାହା father ତ ଏମିତି କଣ ନା ସେମାନେ direct ନାଁ ନିଅନ୍ତିନି indirectly କୁହନ୍ତି similarly wives I mean daughter-in-law are not allowed to take the name of their father-in-law and mother-in-law or brother-in-law तो ସେ ଜାଗାରେ କଣ ସେ indirectly address କରନ୍ତି ସେ ଯୋଉ indirectly address କରିବାଟାକୁ କୁହାଯାଏ technonym. So in kinship, we discuss about what is kinship. Then kinship means what? Na kinship is what? Na the relations a person when start relations with blood or marriage that is known as kinship. And types of kinship means what? the primary kin, secondary kin, and tertiary kin. Then we discuss about some concept, elementary, elementary terms. These are the terms of kinship. Elementary terms, descriptive terms, derivative terms. Okay, these are some terms related to kinship. Then we discuss about what? We discuss about the concepts, some important concept related to this kinship. For example, আমি যেମିତି discussion কলে like avoiding relations, joking relations, okay, and technonym. So these are some of the concept related to this kinship system. Okay. Now we discuss about descent. Okay. Descent means what? ନା ଆମେ ଯଦି କହିବା ବଂଶଧର ଯାହା ଆମେ କହିପାରିବା. Okay. So ବଂଶଧର ମାନେ କଣ? ଆମେ we are the part of means we belongs to a particular descent. ଆମେ ଯୋଉ କହୁଛେ ପୂର୍ବପୁରୁଷ forefathers. So ସେଇଟା ହଉଛି descent. So kinship ରେ that is play an important role. So descent means what? जो कहले ଏବେ means relations, blood relatives का हो जाओ. So types of descent होଉଛି three types: unilineal, patrilineal, and matrilineal. Unilineal means what? Now, as a son or as a daughter, we belongs to both parents. Okay, a member of the family belongs to father as well as belongs to mother. So ସେଇଟା ହଉଛି unilineal. Patrilineal means what? Now patrilineal means what? Patrilineal means when they descend through the father lines. Okay. So for example, father line ରେ ଆମେ ଯେତେବେଳେ descend ଯାଉ, okay, descend ହଉ ବା blood relative ହଉ, ତ ସେଇଟାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ patrilineal. Okay. Matrilineal means what? Now matrilineal means what? Now matrilineal when we relate with our mother line. Okay, this is the father line and mother line. I would easily example ଦଉଛି. For example, so generally ଆମେ ଗୋଟେ identity ପାଉଛେ, ଗୋଟେ family identity ପାଉଛେ ଆମ father line ରୁ. Okay, patrilineal ରେ ମାନେ ବାପାଙ୍କ ବାପା ବାପାଙ୍କଠୁ ତା son. ତ ଏଇଟା କଣ ହେଲା ନା ଏଇଟା father line ରେ blood relation ଟା ଗଲା. Similarly ଆମେ ଯଦି କହିବା property transfer. So property transfer ବି ସେମିତି କଣ ନା father line ରେ ଯାଏ. ତ ସେଇଟା ହେଲା patrilineal ସେ descent ଟାକୁ. ତ ଏଇଠି ତ property କଥା ନା, ଏଇଠି ଆମେ ଯେହେତୁ relation କଥା କହୁଛେ, relative କଥା କହୁଛେ, ତ ଆମେ ଯଦି relation ଟା ଆମ father line ରୁ ନେବା ତାହେଲେ ସେଇଟା ହଉଛି patrilineal. And if ଯଦି ଆମ relation ଟା mother through ରେ ଯାଏ ତାହେଲେ ସେଇଟା ହେଲା matrilineal. So this in Indian society, these are very complex form of social institutions. Okay, and this is also required. Okay, so now we'll discuss about what is the importance of kin in Indian society. Kinship. What is the importance? So first important function or first importance of kinship is what? Now it gives psychological security. Okay, psychological emotional security. How? Now in time of crisis, हो बा किसी भी हो, okay, but problems हो, dispute हो, conflict हो, so in that time relatives help us. Suppose take the case of in someone's death, in a death in the family, so immediately all the relatives, either secondary, tertiary, or distant relatives, they join in that ceremony. Similarly, in case of marriage, okay, so in that time they give emotional support to the family. Okay, so that is their emotional role. But in case of marriage, so they also play an important role, the cooperative role. Okay, so in the marriage they cooperate with each other in every activities they participated. So in this way, what now everything will be सब किसी ठीक ठाक रही है. It is because of the help of the kins by relatives. ଏଇଟା ରହିଲା. ତାପରେ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଯେମିତି କହିଲି ସାଇକୋଲୋଜିକାଲି ଗୋଟେ I mean power ରହିବ ଯେ we have relatives. Okay, so fear ରହିବ ସେଇଟା. Another is what? Another role of kinship that generally take the case of like election or politics. Also, they play an important role. Family members they casting vote to a particular person. Why? Na because they are related to them. Okay. So kinship is very important in the family. family or in the society. And kinship also play an important role in the socialization. The process of socialization I mean coach. So that is also means kinship also play an socialization. So sometimes absence of parents, other relatives also care the child or care the old persons. So this caring or socializing role also played by the kin members. In economic case, if someone is have some economic crisis in a family, if somebody has some economic crisis, then the kins they provide financial help to that person. Okay, so economically, socially, politically, okay, in religiously, so they provide support, emotional support, psychological support, economic support. They provide to the family. So for that reason, without kinship, it is not possible to maintain a family. So for to form a happy and prosperous family, we need relatives. So without relatives, it is not possible to means form a good family. Okay. So this is about the kinship system in India. So till now we discuss about family features, then functions, then discuss about the joint family, what are the features of joint family, then how joint family broke down to nuclear family or changes in the joint family. Then we discuss about what? Discuss about marriage. Then what is marriage? Then forms of marriage, types of marriage. Then changes in marriage, okay, and importance of marriage in society. And finally, we discuss about kinship. So these are three important social institutions till we discuss. Okay. So now we'll come to another institution. Okay, আমি তো এই যে discussion করলে social institution and their practices. Okay, family marriage and kinship. So now we'll discuss about another institution, important institution that is religious institution. So ମୁଁ ଯେମିତି କହିଲି society ରେ ସବୁ institution ର importance ଅଛି in a different criteria. Okay, but most important institution is social institution. ଯେମିତି marriage family kinship ରହିଲା. Next important institution कौन ना होची religious institutions. Then a religion institution also a part of the social institutions. Okay, you see in family ho marriage ho कि kinship हो ସବୁ ଜାଗାରେ religious institution ର importance ଅଛି. So in this context, in these religious institutions, so we will discuss about what is religion. Okay, then we'll discuss about religion ସାଙ୍ଗରେ ଆମେ discussion କରିବା some theoretical approaches. ମୁଁ ଯେହେତୁ କହିଛି sociology is a theoretical and concept subject. If you are not, you have no conceptual clarity, then ଯେମିତି ଆଜି ଆମେ ଏତେ ସମୟ ଯୋଉ discussion କଲେ ତା ଦେହରେ ବହୁତ ସାରା terms ଆସିଲା polyandry, polygamy, technonymy. Okay, so these are very new terms. So ଯଦି ଏଇ terms ଯଦି ଆମେ ଯଦି ବୁଝିପାରିବାନି ତାହେଲେ it's very difficult to understand sociology. And second thing is what? The theory. So theory also very important in sociology because every concept, every topic with the theory is related. So in religion also we discuss about some theories related to religion. So first we'll start with religious institutions. Okay. So first, what is religion? Okay. So ये धर्म जो हमें कहते sometimes we are confused. धर्म माने actually होची धर्म माने it's duty, performing some duty that is धर्म. But ଆମେ ତାକୁ ଭୁଲରେ ୟୁଜ କରୁଛେ ଯେ ରିଲିଜିୟସ୍ ମାନେ ହଉଛି ଧର୍ମ ତ ଡବଲ ସେନ୍ସ ରେ ଆମେ ତାକୁ ନଉଛେ ଡବଲ ମିନିଂ ରେ ଡ୍ୟୁଟି ବି ଆଉ ଧର୍ମ ବି so religious means what religion means sorry so religion means what now religion means believe on a supernatural power okay which is unseen ଆମେ ଯାହାକୁ ଦେଖି ପାରିବାନି ଯାହାକୁ ଜାଣି ପାରିବାନି but we know that there is something in the world which control the world okay we know scientifically ଆମେ ଯଦି କହିବା this earth जो यूनिवर्स इट इज न्याचुराली ହେଇଛି अर्थ by ହେଇଛି अर्थ ହେଇଛି ତାର ବିग ବାଙ୍ଗ ଥିଓरी ରେ ହେଇଛି कि ଆମେ ଏମିତି ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ କରୁଛେ ବଟ୍ ଆମେ ଯଦି religious point of view ଦେଖିବା then there are some natural powers are there which control everything. It's control the earth, it's control the behavior of individual, it's control the society, it's control the every sphere of life. So in simple terms, right, religion means believe on a supernatural power. You just you just you just concentrate on the belief. Okay, विश्वास नाम जो कहूँ. Okay, maybe there is no rationality. Rationality ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆସିଯାଉଛି ସେତେବେଳେ rational thinking ଆସୁଛି ମାନେ ସେଠି cause and effect ରହୁଛି. Okay, means exact. But belief କହିଲେ କଣ? ନା belief କହିଲେ ଆମେ ମାନେ complete ମାନେ conclusion ଦେଇପାରିବାନି ଯେ God ଅଛନ୍ତି ନା ନାହିଁ. Okay, supernatural power ଅଛି ନା ନାହିଁ. So it's ଆମର belief. ଆମେ ଭାବୁଛୁ ହଁ something is there. ତ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ religion is the belief on a supernatural power. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ term supernatural power means man it's beyond the man. Okay, the power beyond the man. So ଯାହା ପାଖରେ extra power ଅଛି supernatural power, so they known as God. So now we'll come to the theoretical part. Okay, we'll start with the theories. So generally in sociology there are many classical sociologists are there. Okay. So ଆମେ ସବୁ କିଛି discussion କରିବାନି ଆଧରେ. So simply ଆମେ ତିନିଟା discussion କରିବା. ତିନି ଜଣଙ୍କର important classical sociologist. So Emile Durkheim, Max Weber, and Karl Marx. Okay. So what is the view of Karl Marx? What is the view of Emile Durkheim? And what is the view of Max Weber regarding religion? So start with Emile Durkheim. So Emile Durkheim, because different sociologists, ସେମାନଙ୍କର different important work ଅଛି. ତ Emile Durkheimଙ୍କର ଗୋଟେ ବୁକ୍ସ ଥିଲା, ସେ ଗୋଟେ contribution ଦେଇଥିଲେ, ଗୋଟେ theory that elementary form of religious life. Okay. Just remember, elementary form of religious life. ତ ବୁକ୍ ନା ଆଉ ତାଙ୍କ ଷ୍ଟଡି ତାପରେ କରିଥିଲେ. ତ ସେ ରିଲିଜନ କୁ କେମିତି ଏକ୍ସପ୍ଲେନ କରିଥିଲେ ଆଦେର? How he explain about the religion in his study. So elementary form of religious life ରେ ମାନେ କଣ ବୁଝିପାରୁଛ? Elementary form means element means starting origin. So Emile Durkheim discuss about the elementary form. ମାନେ ଯୋଉ religion ର form ଟା ଅଛି ସେଟା ଯେତେବେଳେ ଷ୍ଟାର୍ଟିଂ ହେଇଥିଲା ପ୍ରିଭିୟସଲି ସେଟା କଣ ଥିଲା, କୋଉଠୁ emerge କରିଥିଲା ବା କୋଉଠି origin କରିଥିଲା. So in study of this elementary form of religious life, so Durkheim study on a particular tribe. ମୁଁ previous classes ରେ ବି କେତେ ଥର କହିଛି ଯେ Durkheim study କରିବାକୁ ଚାହୁଁଥିଲେ ଯେ religion ର origin କୋଉଠି ହେଲା. ଆମେ ଯଦି କହିବା religion ର origin divine origin ହେଇଛି ବା God ହଉ supernatural power ହଉ ସେଟା divine origin ହେଇଛି. Okay, means I mean like ଶୂନ୍ୟରୁ divine origin. But Durkheim try to study that religion origin କୋଉଠି ହେଲା. Okay, really Emile Durkheim ଯେତେବେଳେ study କରୁଥିଲେ, he is in a modern society ଯୋଉଠି କି I mean Christianity ଥିଲା. Okay, European countries Christianity, so there is idol worship is there. Okay, and particularly ସେଟା ଆମେ କହୁଛେ AD, after birth. Okay, so after birth after death in BC ଆଉ AD ଯୋଉ କହୁଛେ. Okay, after death. ତ ସେଇଟା କଣ Christianity ର origin ଏବେ ହେଇଛି. So Durkheim trying to study religion origin କୋଉଠି ହେଲା. So he studied on a particular tribe in Australia that is known as Arunta tribe. It is a indigenous tribe. Okay. So ସେ ଗୋଟେ interesting study କଲେ ଯେ ସେ ଯୋଉ Arunta tribe ସେମାନେ ଗୋଟେ particular religious follow କରୁଥିଲେ. ଗୋଟେ religion ସେମାନେ follow କରୁଥିଲେ and that is known as totems. Totemism. Totem. Previous class ରେ ମୁଁ କହିଛି. Totem means what? That totem means object. Any object. Okay. So any object means it may be animate or inanimate. So ସେଇଟାକୁ ସେମାନେ I mean worship କରୁଥିଲେ. ତାପରେ belief ଥିଲା ତାଙ୍କର. Okay. So they think that there are some natural power in totem. So ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ସେମାନେ worship କରୁଥିଲେ. ତ ସେଇଠୁ ସେ origin କଲେ ଯେ religion ସେଇଠୁ origin ହେଇଛି. Okay, its religion originated from the started from the tribes, indigenous tribes. Okay. So I mean in case ଯଦି ଆମେ इन इंडिया केस कहबा बा ओडिशा केस कहबा जोठी भी तो आमे केते भी एग्जांपल अछि जे माने एटलीस्ट ट्राइबल माने केमिति पूजा करूतले ओके तो सेहिति पे सिमिलरली द ट्राइबल पीपल ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया वन जो अरिंदा ट्राइब्स सो दे वर्शिप टोटेमिज्म तो दुर्खेम तो एटा स्टडी करदिले जे हां एडी ओरिजिन हैला बट ता संगे से और बहुत सारा फैक्ट्स पाइले रिलेटेड टू टोटेमिज्म कोन ना से देखिले जे वर्शिप सहित आउट होचे कलेक्टिव कंसाइंस जो कहते collective conscience means unity. So they unitedly they worship the totem. It means there is a bond among the tribals. Okay. So their collective conscience means what? Now they are aware. They think that we are one. तो ସେଇଟା ହଉଛି collective conscience କୁହନ୍ତି ତ ଆ ଦ୍ୱାରା କଣ ତାଙ୍କ bond ଟା develop ହଉଥିଲା ଏଇଟା ଗୋଟେ concept ଦେଲେ ତାପରେ ଆଉ କଣ concept ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ମାନେ ଆ ଦେହରେ study କରିବି ତା ଦେହରେ ସେ ଆଉ ଦିଟା important concept ଦେଲେ the profane sacred and profane जो बिलीफ सिस्टम थिला जो विश्वास थिला से बिलीफ सिस्टम टू टाइप्स गोटे होची सैक्रेड आ गोटे होची प्रोफेन सैक्रेड मींस व्हाट ना व्हिच इज प्योर ओके प्योर ऑफ रिचुअल्स और प्योर राइट्स हम जे कर पाया सेटा को हम कहूचे कोन सैक्रेड सैक्रेड कांसेप्ट हम जानि पर जे एटा प्योर पवित्र जो कहूचे प्रोफेन मींस व्हाट ना इम्प्योर जोटा पवित्र नुहे ओके जो रिचुअल टा पवित्र नुहे हम ताको कहूचे प्रोफेन So similarly, when you study on that particular tribe or totem, से study कले जे tribe माने किछि की sacred भाबुचंदी आ किछि की profane भाबुचंदी माने किछि की pure भाबुचंदी आ किछि की impure भाबुचंदी ओके तो sacred and profane concepts से पाइले collective conscience कथा से पाइले ओके सो एई सब concept से डेवलप करथिले जा elementary form of religious life ता केमिति आथिला So religious form of elementary life रे से study कले totemism तापरे sacred profane and how origin the this origin this religion. Next important classical sociologist that Max Weber. Okay, so Max Weber study religion in a different way. Durkheim discussed the Emile Durkheim study religion means he trying to understand the origin of religion, but here in Weber's case, Weber compare religion with the economy. You see the difference. The Weber studied that what is there is a relation between economy and economy and religion. Okay. So ଯେମିତି Emile Durkheim ଯେମିତି ଗୋଟେ study କରିଥିଲେ elementary form of religious life. Similarly, Weber also studied and ତାଙ୍କ work ର ନାଁ ଥିଲା Protestant ethic and spirit of capitalism. That how capitalism grow because of religion. You see they link. तो वेबर लिंक कले दीटा जो रिलीजन सहित इकोनॉमी रो कोन लिंक अछि तो सेति पई कांसेप्ट द प्रोटेस्टेंट एथिक एंड स्पिरिट ऑफ कैपिटलिज्म so the speed and rate of capitalism depend on religion or protestant ethics तो आप हम अब क्लियरली बुझौछि तो प्रोटेस्टेंट कैपिटलिज्म लिंक कोन ना जदि हमें वेस्टर्न सोसाइटीज देखिबा बा कैपिटलिस्टिक सोसाइटी देखिबा so in capitalistic society ba western society Christianity majority होची Christian religion so in Christianity it's two types one is Catholics another is Protestants okay विभाग रहे the Catholics are very religious very orthodox very traditional okay means religious minded okay means they think everything is controlled and drawn by the god is everything and they don't give importance to money wealth or material things they give importance to outwardly outwardly means there is a world after that we will get moksha okay moksha jo hame salvation कहूछु if we will perform our duties or if we sacrifice everything to the god then god will give us a good life after that means outwardly but Protestants Catholics are orthodox but Protestants are progressive they are pro changes and they give importance to money matter Catholics they give importance to non-material but Protestants give to importance to material material means wealth हो, money हो, prosperity हो, okay ताको दउतले important। तो जो प्रोटेस्टेंट एथिक्स आउ कौन थिला, फर्स्ट तो थिला वेल्थ, आउ तो इंपोर्टेंस थिला मनी इज मनी, मनी बिगेट्स मनी। सो मनी रू ही हमें पुणी मनी जनरेट करि परियो, सेटा तांकर एथिक्स थिला। आउ गोटे कौन थिला ना हार्ड वर्क, इंस्टेड ऑफ sacrifice our time money to god, hard work कले ही हमें good life पाई परियो। so they give importance to money and give importance to hard work। आउ कौन ना टाइम इज मनी अकॉर्डिंग टू प्रोटेस्टेंट एथिक्स, टाइम होची मनी। हमें टाइम को जिते सेव करबा हमर सेते मनी हो। I mean everything हमें जदी कहबा everything is related to economy। Okay, because of their ethic, because of this hard work, time, and giving importance to wealth, so capitalism रा माने कौन? कैपिटलिज्म रा माने कौन? कैपिटलिज्म रा माने होची प्रॉफिट। सो से प्रॉफिट ही तांको डेवलप करी जते सब डेवलप कंट्रीज हम जदी कहबा ऑल आर द प्रोटेस्टेंट कंट्रीज। ओके, तो सेही पई वेबर कंपेयर कले जे व्हाई द नॉन प्रोटेस्टेंट कंट्रीज व्हाई दे आर अंडर डेवलप। तो तार से रीजन बाहर कले जे because of the Protestant ethics, capitalism becomes spread in Western countries. But why Eastern countries are underdeveloped or developing? Now it is because of their ethics. Okay, because of their religious ethics. Religious ethics, kaun? Now he studied on some Asian countries, particularly in India, Hinduism, Islam, Taoism, Jainism, Buddhism. So Weber study कले जे यही सब रिलीजन जते रहले मेजर रिलीजन तांकर मेन इंपोर्टेंस दे गिव इंपोर्टेंस टू मोक्ष, साल्वेशन। ओके, गिविंग इंपोर्टेंस टू कर्म। ओके, so according to our karma we will get a good life or bad life। so according to our karma we will occupy a high status or low status। okay, so in this way he give importance to karma and salvation। so for that reason जनरली आम जब देखा हिंदुइज्म हो अलग रिलीजन रे आम बेसी इंपोर्टेंस गॉड को दौर किसी प्रॉब्लम्स हेले इंस्टेड ऑफ डूइंग हार्ड वर्क, इंस्टेड ऑफ सॉल्विंग द प्रॉब्लम वी वर्शिप गॉड। वी मीन्स हम फास्टिंग करूचे, डोनेशन दौचे, ओके यज्ञ करूचे, ये सब करूचे। दीज आर मीन्स व्हाट ना बिकॉज वी आर वेरी रिलीजियस, वी डोंट गिव इंपोर्टेंस टू मनी और इकोनॉमी like Protestant countries। तो ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ଯେତିକି ମାନେ କ୍ୟାପିଟାଲିଜମ ସେଇଠି ଗ୍ରୋ କରିଗଲା ବିକଜ ଅଫ ଦିସ୍ ଏଥିକ୍ସ, କାହିଁକିନା ସେମାନେ ରିଲିଜିୟନ କୁ ବେଶୀ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାନ୍ସ ଦେଲେନି। ବଟ୍ ଇଷ୍ଟର୍ନ କଣ୍ଟ୍ରିଜ ଯେହେତୁ ରିଲିଜିୟନ କୁ ବେଶୀ ଇମ୍ପୋର୍ଟାନ୍ସ ଦେଲେ ତ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ କଣ ହେଲା ନା पर्टिकुलर एशियन कंट्रीज, ईस्टर्न कंट्रीज रे भी बहुत रिच कंट्री अछंती, गल्फ कंट्रीज अछंती सेवडा। बट पर्टिकुलरली एशियन कंट्रीज रे, एशियन कंट्रीज काहे तो डेवलपिंग बा अंडर डेवलप हो गला, it is because of their ethics। because of that capitalism is not growing in the country। another thing is what are our ethics? for example, why the Asian countries population is very high, China ho, India ho, why? China kotha chhado, India kotha koi, why population is very high? that is also related to religion। एमिति ना we always give preference to son child। तो for a child गोटे son child ପାଇଁ तो बहुत माने कौन बहुत पॉपुलेशन बढ़ुଛି, माने गोटे फैमिली रे गोटे पुओ ପାଇଁ इंस्टेड ऑफ गोटे मेंबर ପାଇଁ 5-6 जन मेंबर होछन। तो एई जो रहिला आ गोटे कोन रिलीजियस प्रिंसिपल्स आ सहित अटैच रहिला ना। फॉर एग्जांपल सन ही ओनली खाली मुखाग्नि दे परिबो, ओके लास्ट राइट करि परिबो। तो एई अनुसारे आमे हम पॉपुलेशन बढ़ुଛି, पॉपुलेशन बढ़िया सहित पॉपुलेशन जोडी बढ़ुଛି सेई अनुसार आमे तांको रिक्वायरमेंट देई पारुन। ओके, तो ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ କଣ ନାଇଁ ରିଲିଜିୟନ ବି ବହୁତ ଇମ୍पोର୍ଟାଣ୍ଟ ରୋଲ ପ୍ଲେ କରୁଛି ଗୋଟେ कंट्रीର इकोनॉमी ଉପରେ। ओके, तो ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ वेबर डिस्कस द कैपिटलिज्म काहेकि ग्रो कला वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज रे और कैपिटलिज्म काहेकि ग्रो कला ने इंडिया रे। तो वेबर लिंक कले रिलीजन और इकोनॉमी रो कोन व्हाट इज द इफेक्ट्स ऑफ रिलीजन ऑन कैपिटलिज्म, एटा डिस्कशन कले। थर्ड वन इज कार्ल मार्क्स। तो कार्ल मार्क्स one of the important sociologist as well as philosopher. He criticized both Emile Durkheim and Weber. Okay, so secondly, it is irrational. So okay, and he give importance to means how religion affect the behavior of human beings. Say ସେଇଟା study କରିଥିଲେ. Okay, how it's affect the human behavior. Okay, the Durkheim origin, Weber economy, religion, ये give importance to human behavior. So as we know that Karl Marx जो study करଥିଲେ class struggle, the capitalism हो, alienation हो, ଏଇଟା ସବୁ जो କରିଥିଲେ ସେ जो class struggle, alienation ଏଇ ସବୁରେ ସେ ଗୋଟେ study କରିଥିଲେ behavioral study କରିଥିଲେ କଣ ନା ଯେହେତୁ capitalism is a exploitative system କାହିଁକିନା profit is ତାଙ୍କର main ଉଦ୍ଦେଶ୍ୟ because of capitalism is a very exploitative system the workers are exploited alienated okay so they are suffering so they are suffer ତ ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ କଣ ନା ସେମାନେ ସବୁବେଳେ ସପ୍ରେସ୍ ହେଇକି ରହୁଥିଲେ they think that we have no voice no choice it is our it is our life okay so ଏଟା ଆମର destination ଯେ ଆମେ ଗରିବ ଆମେ ସବୁବେଳେ ଗରିବ ହେଇକି ରହିବୁ ଏଇଟା ଗଡ୍ ଚୁଜ୍ କରିଛନ୍ତି ତ ଏଇଠି ଗୋଟେ ଜିନିଷ ସିଏ ଲକ୍ଷ୍ୟ କଲେ what is the behavioral means how religion affect their behavior କଣ ନା ସିଏ ଗୋଟେ ଟର୍ମସ୍ କହିଥିଲେ religion is the opium of masses opium means what opium is a drug so drugs why you use drugs now we use drugs to reduce our stress तो ସେଇଥିପାଇଁ ସେ ଟର୍ମସ୍ ଟା ରିଲିଜନ ସହିତ ଲିଙ୍କ କରିଥିଲେ ରିଲିଜନ ଇଜ ଦ ଓପିୟମ ଅଫ ମାସେସ୍ तो जो कैपिटलिस्टिक सिस्टम रे बा इंडस्ट्रियल सिस्टम रे जो वर्कर्स माने थिले जो एते एक्सप्लॉइटेड होतिले एते सप्रेस हेकी माने निजको इनह्यूमन भाबुतिले माने भाबुतिले लाइक रोबोट्स तो सेतरो तांका पर गोटी होतिला कोन ना गॉड ओके तो गॉड ही ताको माने समाने निज मन को बुझौतिले से गॉड ही डिसाइड करछन्ती हमर डेस्टिनेशन डेस्टिनी एया जे हमें गरीब होई के रहबु आ हमें जेते कष्ट करिवु भगवान सेते खुशी हेबे एटा तांकर एटीट्यूड थिला कष्ट पाइले ही आमे भगवान को आशीर्वाद पाइबु माने एमिति कहि कि समाने बुझे कि तांकर जो पेन बा सप्रेशन को सप्रेस करि दउ तो एटा कोन त ह्यूमन चेंज ह्यूमन बिहेवियर साइकोलॉजिकली समाने निजको एटलीस्ट फॉर सर्वाइवल समाने ताको एमिति बुझौथिले तो एटा थिला कार्ल मार्क्स थ्योरी तापरे जदी आमे जदी इन जनरल आमे डिस्कशन करिवा रिलीजन रो okay so religion रे in general major religions होची कोन ना हिंदू तो हिंदू रिलीजन रा परसेंटेज आमे जदी पर्टिकुलर जेतो आमे इंडियन सोसाइटी रो रिलीजन इंस्टीट्यूशन पढुचे तो हिंदुइज्म रे इन इंडिया हिंदुइज्म constitute 79% इस्लाम 14% सिखिज्म 1.79% Christianity 2.30% then Buddhism 0.7% and Jainism is 0.31%. So from this, it is clear that India is a Hindu-dominated society because of this percentage. Okay. So this is about religious institutions. Okay. And today we cover social institutions like family, marriage, kinship, and religious institutions. So with this, I conclude my session. If you learners, if you have any doubt, you can ask.
Thank you, sir. Dear learners, any question, any query?
ସାର୍ ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ସାର୍ ଆମର ବ୍ରହ୍ମପୁରର ଇଗ୍ନୋ ମାନେ ଖଲିକୋଟ କଲେଜ ଷ୍ଟଡି ସେଣ୍ଟରରେ ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଜଏନ୍ କରିଥିଲି ସାର୍ ତ ଯୋଉ ନୋଟ୍ ଗୁଡ଼ାକ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ବି ସେଟା ପାଇପାରିବି କି ସାର୍
କୋଉ ସାର୍ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି?
ଏଇ ଯୋଉ ମାନସ ସାର୍ ଦଉଛନ୍ତି
ତ ମାନସ ସାର୍ ତମକୁ ଦଉନା ସମସ୍ତେ ତମକୁ ଦଉନାହାନ୍ତି କି?
ନାଇଁ ସାର୍ ଯେହେତୁ ଆମର ଷ୍ଟଡି ସେଣ୍ଟରଟା ଅଲଗା ହେଇଯାଉଛି ତେଣୁ କରିକି ସେଟା
ନାଇଁ
ଟିକେ
ନାଇଁ ତମ
ମାନସ ସାର୍ କୁହନ୍ତୁ।
ହଁ ନାଇଁ ମୁଁ କହିଲି ନମ୍ବର ମତେ ଆଇ ମିନ୍ ତମ ନମ୍ବର ମୋ ପାଖରେ ଅଛି ମତେ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ତ ନମ୍ବର ଦେଇନ ନହେଲେ ମୁଁ ସେଣ୍ଡ କରିଦେଇଥାନ୍ତି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଏବେ ଦୟାକରି ସାର୍ ଦେବି ଟିକେ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିବେ
ଆରେ ନା ନା ମୁଁ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଦେଇଛି ମୋ ପାଖରେ ନମ୍ବର ନାହିଁ ମତେ ଯିଏ ହ୍ୱାଟ୍ସଆପରେ ନମ୍ବର ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ମୁଁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ସେଣ୍ଡ କରିଦେଇଛି।
ଓହୋ ହଉ ସାର୍ ମୁଁ ଏବେ ସାର୍ ନମ୍ବରଟା ସାର୍ ମେସେଜ କରିଦେବି କି ସାର୍
ହଁ ମେସେଜ କରିଦିଅ ମୁଁ ପଠେଇଦେବି ମୁଁ ସେମିତି ନାହିଁ ଯେ
ଆଜ୍ଞା
ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କୁ ଦଉଛି ଜଣକୁ ଦଉନି।
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
ହଉ।
So any questions, students? So
Hello,
thank you
sir.
very. Yes, go ahead.
Sir, ଆପଣ ନୋଟ୍ ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ୍ କରିବେ କହିଥିଲେ?
ହଁ ମୁଁ ତ ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ୍ ଦେଇଛି ନୋଟ୍, ମୁଁ ତ ପଠେଇ ଦେଇଛି।
ସାର୍ ଆପଣ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ଆଡ୍ କରିନାହାନ୍ତି ମତେ। ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ
ନା ମୁଁ
ପର୍ସନାଲି
ଆକ୍ଚୁଆଲି
ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ
ମୁଁ ଗ୍ରୁପ କ୍ରିଏଟ୍ କରିନି, ସେଟା ଇଣ୍ଡିଭିଜୁଆଲି ମତେ ଯିଏ ଗ୍ରୁପରେ ସେଣ୍ଡ କରିଥିଲା ମୁଁ କରିଦେଇଛି। ମୁଁ ଗ୍ରୁପ କଲେ ମୁଁ
ଆଜ୍ଞା ସାର୍
ସେଣ୍ଡ
ସେଇଟା
କରିଦେବି।
ସିଲାବସ୍ ଆପଣ ସେଇଟା ସିଲାବସ୍ ସାର୍ ପ୍ରୋଭାଇଡ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି।
ସେଟା ସିଲାବସ୍ ତ ନୁହଁ, ସେଟା ନୋଟ୍ସ ଟା, ପିଡିଏଫ ଟା ସେଟା।
ଆଚ୍ଛା ହଉ ସାର୍।
ସେଟା ଭଲ ହେଇଥିବ, ସେଟା ନୋଟ୍ସ ଟା, ସବୁ ନୋଟ୍ସ ଅଛି ତା ଦେହରେ।
Thank you very much, learners. Thank you, Manas sir. So
Thanks.
tomorrow again you will join at same time. So once
Yes.
again I thank you all of you to join in this class, and I do hope you all will enjoy the class. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.